She stood still, so I hopped off. A lot of big reward, you know, head scratches, face rubs. Make sure she knows she did a good job. And then we come over, and so far at this point in her training, just a few days in, she had only worn the bridle. She wore it for the ride, but in this session you're going to see in a minute that I attach the reins to the bridle on the ground for the first time, and we work a little bit on giving to the bit from the ground. And at this point, of course, she has no idea that a piece of metal in her mouth even can communicate with her, but she learned it very quickly. And then before I rode her in the bit, later on in the month, we also did ground driving with the reins attached to the bit instead of the halter. But this is how you start. You don't ever want to attach ground drivings to a bit without having done some prep work in hand first. So I'm just asking for lateral flexion, and then I have my hand on the halter as well, so if I need to clarify my rein cue by also pulling on her halter, I can do that. She already knows the lateral flexion from the halter really well. And this video clip only shows the lateral flexion with the bit, but before I ground drove her with the bit, we also did things like hindquarter disengagements on the ground with the lines attached to the bit, back up, leading her off with one rein, so that she knows all of that before I have two long ground driving lines attached to her. Because horses can get in a real wreck if you just put the ground driving lines onto the bit without teaching them the correct response to it first. So here she's just doing the typical thing of going, what does that mean? What happens if I pull against it? And when she pulls against it, I don't pull harder. I just keep the exact same amount of pressure and move my hand with her, and then as soon as she gives, release and rub. She's a very quick study. And that was really nice there. She just gave her nose right around. In the beginning, she had a little more trouble yielding off the left rein than the right rein, so I did extra on the left side to get them nice and equal.